Hello friends, welcome to Yogadha channel. You are watching part 7 of Gheranda Samhita tutorial wherein we will discuss about Kapalbhati. In our last videos we have covered Shatkarmas up to Tratak. You must remember the sequence of these kriyas from the exam point of view. Let me remind you about the importance of Shatkarmas as to why Rishi Gheranda has mentioned in the first chapter. He reminds in its 8th slok of first chapter that the body is decaying and this can be stopped by the fire of yoga, that is purification and strengthening the body through disciplines of Hatha Yoga. Such is the importance of all the kriyas that make our body healthy to an extent that it may appear like Kamdev. Okay, let's talk on Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is yogic kriya which clears our frontal sinuses and in layman's language which shines our brain. Hence, it is also called brain shiner or frontal skull cleansing. Just like we learnt earlier that some kriyas are wet using water and other kriyas are dry using air. Hence, Kapalbhati is also done using air and water. So, it is also of three types: Vamkram, Vyutkram and Seetkram. Let's discuss in detail. Vamkram. Vam means air, so this is air cleansing of nostrils in which we inhale from one nostril and exhale alternately from other nostril. Its benefits are same as that of Anulom Vilom Pranayam. We will discuss in detail under chapter of Pranayam. But sure, it helps in flame disorders. Vyutkram Kapalbhati. Basically, Vyut means inwards. So the way of drinking water is also inwards. That is sinus cleansing, in which we draw water through nostrils and expel it through the mouth slowly and slowly. Let's see how to do it. Take a glass of slight warm water and mix salt in it. Then in the standing position, make shape of your palms in the form of cup and fill the water in the palms and bring close to your nostrils. Then tilt your head back at an angle and pour the water into your nostrils. If you are not comfortable with your palms, you can use the same glass to pour the water into the nostrils. See, it will not be mastered in a single practice. With regular practice only, water will flow down into the throat and will be expelled out through the mouth. Remember to dry your nostrils at last so that headache should not trouble you. Next comes Sheetkram Kapalbhati, which is mucus cleansing, in which we draw in water from mouth and expel it through the nostrils. For this kriya, Gheranda Samhita exaggerates that one becomes like Kamdev by the practice of this kriya. Let's discuss how to do Sheetkram Kapalbhati. As usual, we take a glass of slight warm water mixed with salt. In standing position, roll your tongue, making the form of pipe, and suck in water through your rolled tongue until your mouth is filled with water, and hold it for few seconds. And then bend your head and nostrils downward towards the floor, and then try to expel the water through the nose by gravity. Start with ejecting the water in less quantity in the beginning and spit the remaining water from the mouth. With regular practice, the whole water will be expelled out. Also remember to dry out nostrils at last. Now we come to know how Jalneti, Vyutkram and Shitkram Kapalbhati helps in cleansing. See, in the anatomy of nasopharynx, you can see the tiny hairs which are called cilia, and they are the first line of nasal defense as they trap larger particles entering the nose. These cilia are usually cleansed during the normal breathing or when we blow out our nose, but due to a regular buildup of dirt, they can become clogged and the time comes to wash out. The whole of the nasal passages from the nose tip to throat and even beyond are covered with a layer of mucus. You can see that this mucus is secreted from within the mucous linings, and its function is to trap smaller foreign particles and bacteria. The dirty mucus is normally blown out, snorted, and coughed out, or even swallowed. The sinus passages are an even finer mechanism of filtering, which, if infected, secrete a running mucus to remove the germs. This is generally called sinusitis and can be a short-term symptom or a chronic condition. So, what we do in Neti, it simply passes the water up one nostril to just above the bridge of the nose where the usual air flows meet backwards into the middle cavity, and then the water flows down and out the other side. This washes out the sinus passages. In this route, it passes by the frontal and middle nasal sinuses. But there is major difference of Neti from Vyutkram and Sheetkram Kapalbhati. Therein, the water flows fully through the whole nasal cavity, down the back of the nasopharynx and through the mouth, and thereby cleansing all the nasal passages more strongly. So this was all about Kapalbhati in Gheranda Samhita, which is quite different from the one as is famous nowadays. Now, Shatkarmas of Gheranda Samhita are over. If you have any doubt, please comment below. I will definitely answer your all queries. Thanks for watching this video. Our next series of videos will be on second chapter of Gheranda Samhita, that is related to asanas.